Alachua County might be responsible for a $15 million tax dollar payout after pulling the plug on an affordable housing project in East Gainesville. TV 20's Alexis Goings tells us how commissioners are responding to controversy over the project.
Alachua County commissioners voted against moving forward with Dogwood Village, the affordable housing project in Lincoln Estates neighborhood in East Gainesville. Now, Ability Housing wants the county to pay $15 million for their late backout. Commission Chair Anna Prizia was one of the two commissioners who wanted to move forward with the project.
Our voters have told us again and again, both with the Affordable Housing Trust Fund and with the Wild Spaces Public Places additional commitment to affordable housing, that they want to see us drive affordable housing forward. And this was a real chance to do that. It was 96 units of affordable housing for families that really need it right now.
Some residents say they stand with the county's decision to pull the project. Now they hope this piece of land will be used for something more useful.
And we just don't want activity where people come in and drug dealing and all of those kind of things. But we just want to see this neighborhood develop in a correct way and not continue to be pushed to the side.
Contrary to the backlash from residents, Prizia says the project is not meant to bring in the wrong crowd.
I think there's a misconception that affordable housing has to be a negative neighbor, and I think that's unfortunate because really affordable housing is just that. It's just affordable. The people who live there just want to live their lives like everybody else.
Prizia says another meeting has not been confirmed. However, Ability Housing will still collaborate with the county until January 26th to find another solution. In Gainesville, Alexis Goings, TV 20.